Okay, now we're on the top sirloin. Let's discuss the muscle anatomy of the subprimal. The beef top sirloin is separated from the loin on one side and the round on the opposite side. The top sirloin is comprised of three main muscles: a top sirloin cap, the top sirloin center, and then the mouse muscle. Let's begin by removing any unwanted fat and/or heavy connective tissue from the bottom of the sirloin. Next, locate the mouse muscle. There's a seam where we can follow and easily remove it. It's a relatively easy separation because it sits inside the pocket and just rolls right out. Now for step 2. Let's begin by removing the sirloin cap from the sirloin center. Looking at it from the round end, you'll see a band of connective tissue that holds these two muscles together. Grabbing these two muscles and gently pulling apart, that seam will start to separate. Austin will be using his knife, and he will follow that seam and remove the sirloin cap. The advantages of separating these two muscles is to have access to that internal connective tissue. We can now remove. What you will notice is that the grain on the cublot or cap runs the opposite direction of the main sirloin muscle. This is a primary reason that we remove the cap from the primary muscle, is because the eating experience is so important that you cut against the grain. Steak from this section is normally cut 3/4 of an inch to an inch, producing a grill-ready sirloin cap steak or petite sirloin. Any of these pieces too small for a steak can be turned into kebabs, stew, or stir fry. So now that Austin has removed the sirloin cap and sliced into 1-inch steaks, the final touches will be made to trim them down to 1/8 of an inch fat cover. So now we're at step 3. With the sirloin cap and mouse muscle removed, we are left with the sirloin center. Looking at the top of the sirloin center, you will see a line of external fat where we can choose to follow that seam and separate. However, today we're going to cut standard full-cut sirloin steaks. Once again, with the cap and mouse muscle removed, we're going to cut steaks from the whole piece end to end without separating the side piece. So Austin will start with the face cut to square up one end as we start slicing through. Austin will now take 2 of the larger center sections and slice these in half, making 2 steaks from 1. With this particular subprimal, as we get down to the end, the rounded section, save this end piece to cut into sirloin kebabs.